Now we're cooking. It's the coach, and this is the 2018 season on EA Sports. Coming up.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Rodgers will try again on second down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Cousins now on second down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long for Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down. Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
A second down throw for Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. From the red zone now, Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll throw again. Cousins. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Bailey got the extra point. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
They're a tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts. The return of Cook, a big boost to this Viking offense. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Cousins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Perry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. To throw, Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bag.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
This is Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defender.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. On second down, Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
A reminder coming up at halftime, the coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in Week 2.
You think he questioned coming back for Week 2 having to work with us?
I think he did. He's just happy that he is far away in Orlando. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Cousins on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Perry in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Packers get set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, it's Jones. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
319. 58.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Daniels with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
4th down, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
319! 319!
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
319!
Rodgers for the give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Caught left side by Cobb. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second guy come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver. They're able to...
And he'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers get a score closer.
Aaron Rodgers no longer has a safety blanket named Jordy Nelson to utilize in the red zone anymore. But picking up Jimmy Graham, that's a heck of a consolation prize. Remember, Jimmy Graham has had 4 seasons of 10 touchdowns or more, including 10 with the Seahawks in 2017.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside, or they can really shred your defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. Still going. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out. Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the run with Cook. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run it again with Cook. Cook struck, the ball's out. And this is going to be Packer football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The connection made, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outlet, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because the running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run it with Jones, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Harrison Smith, the all-pro safety, was right there step for step defensively.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 50. The 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
That'll go as a loss of 5. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Working from the gun. Rodgers throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him.
Offense.
He keeps making plays.
So that'll back him up 5. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Rodgers to throw once more. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers now on first down. A dump underneath the Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers again now. And this is going to be intercepted. The first NFL pick for the rookie Denzel Ward. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 36. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, now here we go. Rhino.
Cousins here to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And got his man complete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,